Now, I've been a big fan of Rent the Runway for quite a few years now, and the possibilities are endless. There's so many reasons that I feel like people sign up for and fall in love with Rent the Runway. Whether or not it's a sustainable way to expand your wardrobe, you're looking for something for a specific occasion, maybe you're going out of town and need pieces that you're not going to wear on repeat, you want to deal with less laundry. It's such a bonus that everything is taken care of for you. Insurance is included with everything, shipping's included with everything. There are tons and tons of reasons to make this something that you want to try and invest in your monthly wardrobe. However, I do feel like there's a little bit of a learning curve, especially for the mid-size and the curvy girls, and even more so if you're trying brands that you've never really had the opportunity to wear before. And I want to take some time today to show you what's in my current haul, to show you why I'm loving it, talk about the plans that they currently have going on, as well as maybe get you kind of past that learning curve so that you can start picking pieces that you really like and really fit you and just make you feel the best about your body from the get-go. Now, I shared this dress on TikTok. It is the first dress that we're going to be talking about today because it was one that I was a little bit unsure of how I would feel about it once it got on my body. And this is the thing that I think is part of the process of doing more of a rental style, is that when you're shopping for clothes, we tend to get in a habit of shopping from the same stores. And when we're intentionally going into a new store, we might like kind of subconsciously acknowledge up front that we don't know the sizing, so we're open to learning the process. But for those of us who are like healing and kind of really digging into just being comfortable in our bodies, you know, every now and again there's that setback when you try on something and you bought it in this size and there's the expectation that it's going to fit, that you just have to kind of check yourself on. So Rent the Runway's gotten a lot better over the last few years of really kind of helping you hopefully skip over that, with the exception of new pieces that are in the wardrobe. So I have just ordered some of the pieces from the Ashley Park collection. They will be in my second haul later this week. I will share them with you guys on stories when I get them, but they are completely new, so nobody's really gotten to wear them yet, which means the sizing information is going to take a little bit of time and feedback. But for the most part, you can put in a lot of your details and yet the size is really accurate because everybody in the community is giving feedback whenever they're turning pieces in. So with this dress, for example, I had a lot of reservations because it is so open in the center. There's not a lot of hiding things. If I was going to wear Spanx that would normally come up top, that probably wasn't going to be an option for this. But honestly, it's been one of my favorite pieces that I've rented so far. It's given me the opportunity to try something different, but it's also given me the opportunity to, you know, love my body a little bit more in this season. So this was a very exciting and walk and find that I think that I probably wouldn't have picked for myself if I was looking to purchase something, but because I have the opportunity to wear it and try it and kind of live in it in this way, I've gotten to fall in love with it a lot more, and there's a chance that I might turn around and buy it before we know it. Now, this was the dress that I got in this month, and I honestly didn't really love it. Like, it just felt frumpy on me, especially given that I've tried on this, but actually I think I tried on the orange dress before I tried on this one, and on my particular body and just my type, it just smushes everything in and like highlights the things that I don't want and makes everything else look a little bit just, it's not the vibe. I really don't know how to describe it, but I think you'll see it a little bit in the like side roll for this one. So, and it's experiences like that where it's discovering that maybe a different style isn't right for you, but this is only one piece in my wardrobe for the month. I really love that the way that they've expanded their plans over the last few years. Now you have the opportunity to do even more spaces in the plan. So I've seen anywhere from like 16 to 20. I will link the current blog post for this down below because I literally updated it last year and they've already increased and changed and adapted and updated their plans to be even better. So now the plans accommodate in a way that like you can do full outfits. So when I had tons and tons and tons of bachelorettes at the end of 2021 and I was traveling a lot and in different climates, this was such a great way to get me through all of the different places, to give me different outfits, to just A, help me create content, B, keep me feeling inspired, C, help me navigate the fact that I was going to be in Atlanta one weekend, in Tennessee another weekend, in Georgia one weekend, in Florida one weekend, and just all of the different spaces where I was going to need something a little bit different every few weeks, maybe a little bit warmer, maybe a little colder. This really helped with that, but now it covers accessories a bit more. So because there are those extra spaces, they've got these beautiful pieces of jewelry available. They also have amazing purse options. This is one of those things that you really kind of have to keep an eye on and snag it when you can get it. I will see pieces come in and go out before you can get them. This particular time, I will say I've seen a lot of spring dresses that I've actually been able to get my hands on, and that's felt really inspiring. But I do feel like if you're somebody who really likes a full outfit, or really appreciates like having all the pieces, or maybe you want to explore wearing more earrings or doing more other pieces in your everyday, but you're not ready to buy and invest, or you want to have more options, like you want to just invest in gold but you really like having like statement pieces. This is a great way to do that because they have these bigger plans available. Now, this long pink dress from Slate and Willow was like a one-time wear for me. It's just not currently everything I'm loving and enjoying, but I knew that this would be great for days where I needed to go out and sit for a really long time, whether or not it was like a nail appointment or I had a movie I wanted to go watch. I wanted just something that was cute and comfy for days that I needed to be functional, but I really didn't want to be restrictive with what I was doing. And I feel like with pieces like these, it's really easy to lose the quality over time with rentals because there's so many little like bits and bobs everywhere. There are a few strings out, but the quality is still really amazing. So even if this has been rented multiple times, it's gone through the dry cleaning multiple times, it's still in really amazing quality. So when you're getting it, you can expect that it is going to be the best. I think with most of my rentals this time, I always make sure that I'm like checking the sizing, and it'll prompt you with the size that it thinks is best for you. It will give you the like large, medium, small, whatever, based on the sizing that you're recommended, because that's already what you're going to be shopping. And if there was something that I thought maybe I want to go bigger, I might have selected that just to be sure, because while I know the sizes that I have in there, I know that like I have 10, 12 in right now, and I'm a little bit more set in my like medium to bigger 12 at the moment. And that's perfectly fine. But that means I just need to know that to navigate it a little bit more. And I did not have any pieces that did not fit. And there have been plenty of times, you guys saw my Petal and Pup haul last month, where I bought everything in pretty consistent sizes and I would get completely messed up fits. That was not the issue this time, which is really great when you're looking to make sure that you have like outfits for a trip. It's perfect. Individual rentals, you can do more than one size in them just to be sure. Now, I did not wear this top this time, and I don't actually have any other places to show it for you guys because I am lacking in the shorts department. Most of my shorts need to go to the tailor at the moment, which is why I did not wear this. But it fit really comfortably and it was really just a nice, easy product. They've recently updated the packaging that you get all of these products in. So it used to be something that was more like a fold-up garment bag. This time everything came in this really big, easy to fold bag, which is a lot easier to navigate than trying to zip up the garment bag on the way back. A lot of times it would come in really easily and it would be really simple and you'd have it all perfectly, and then you'd be trying to stuff it back in and it just would not vibe. So everything comes in, you have the return label. All you have to do is drop it off at UPS, and this is perfect. I go ahead and throw back in all of the covers because they recycled those for anything that came with the like dry cleaning. But along with being more sustainable, it also saves you time because this is less laundry that you're having to do. So everything just goes in the bag and you ship it off. There's a little bit of a time delay between swaps, so I went ahead and put in my swap last night, and there will probably be a day delay between sending all the clothes out and them getting back in, because I'm filming this today. I will return all of these clothes this afternoon at UPS, and then I should get my bag tomorrow. So covering through the full month, depending on how you want to do the swaps, you can add in an extra swap, you can add in extra spots. It's a really easy to kind of make sure that you constantly have a rotation in. And again, this is all of this laundry from like a week that I don't have to deal with, and it's all dry cleaning and it's really nice quality. Now, I am still quite a bit blown away by this dress, and it's not going to do it justice on the hanger, so we'll get the B-roll going. But this for me is one of those things that I'm always discovering new ways that things get to look on my body, and the ways that I can just kind of manipulate with shadows and playing and enjoying fashion in new ways. And this is really high neck, and it honestly just adds this like extra elevation of elegance. Like, I look so much longer. My legs are really getting to have a moment, which is something I'm a little bit more insecure about. But like trying this on in comparison to the other pink dress that like cut at my hips and that was like feeling a lot frumpy for me, was such a different like experience. It was so powerful, and like just reminding me how much clothes make a difference. So I'm really loving this wider shoulder cap on outfits. I feel like it really plays up the curves, plays up the femininity, adds a bit of fun. So when I see this in outfits, I tend to go for it. And I'm honestly always a little bit nervous just at the proportion of how things are going to fit, whether or not there's a lining underneath, if it's going to be too tight. This was absolute perfection. It fits so beautifully, so wonderfully. It is different like French sizing, so I love that with the conversion for Rent The Runway, everything's taken care of. But this is one of those discoveries for me. There is a nice little cut here in the center that you can't see. It's a little bit more subtle, but like this dress made me feel like absolute fire, and I probably never would have picked it up had it not been for this kind of opportunity, and I've absolutely fallen in love with it. So my takeaways, if you are trying Rent The Runway for the first time, or if you're coming back to it, maybe you've tried it before, make sure you give yourself like at least a full month of trying it and giving feedback and information for things, because it will learn your sizing. You will get more comfortable with it. If it's a brand that you've never ever tried before, there's probably a good chance, like I really wanted to try Reformation and Self-Portrait when I started. I'd heard hearing about these brands for so long, and I just felt like they would be something that I needed to have in my life. All of my British blogger girls have been covering them for years, and of course, as somebody who lives on the higher end of traditional sizing, that was something that I needed to navigate and kind of had to learn a little bit. So the sizing is more accurate, but making sure you're putting in all of that information and giving yourself time to learn it will help you. But I have to say, like, I haven't used it in months. I haven't tried any of these brands before, and every single thing was knocked out of the park. Anything that I didn't like was more of a stylistic choice once it got on my body, but everything fit comfortably, and I fell in love with pieces that I hadn't maybe considered in the past. I will say, in between your swaps, if you're going in to the app, it's worth kind of saving things that you like and making the little categories in the folders so that you can keep track of those things, so that when I do come back in stock, you can quickly grab them. There are seasons where sometimes it can feel like they're slimmer picking, so it's better to jump on board initially. But I really thought in the past, when I've looked at spring stuff, I felt like all of the dresses were really dark and dull and nothing was exciting. So to get in and to see all of these colorful things for things that I was already really wearing and loving, and sometimes it's in the past felt like you're really kind of living in the backstock of the seasonal pieces, and you're not really getting what's maybe the most colorful and most modern and the most like what you would actually want to wear. I feel like that has been something that it continued to grow and change with and really adapted. So that's a big piece. But I really do, I think the biggest change for me, the biggest draw for me right now, is the fact that they have these bigger plans that really allow for you to do the accessories, for you to create these really just full-on outfits, whether it's sunglasses, it's hats, it's purses. I found some of the cutest, best discoveries of brands that are on Rent the Runway that maybe I wouldn't have traditionally come across, and that's always been amazing. So I cannot recommend it enough. There's normally some kind of deal going on, so I will link in the description box below, whatever the case may be, depending on the plan that you try. Sometimes it's like a $200 plan and you get to try it at $150 for 2 months. I think maybe for the 8 pieces a month plan, there's a $30 off coupon. I will leave the like different variations of that in the description box, along with my most recent like Rent the Runway review and full breakdown blog post, so that if this does change and update, you have that in the description box as well. But that is all I have for you guys today. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want more mid-style luxury life and style content, make sure you're subscribed to upload new videos every week. I am posting outfit videos on TikTok and try on hauls on Instagram. So if there's a platform that you also like to be a part of, I would love for you to join me there. And it's always worth being subscribed to the newsletter, because any sneaky deals I get, I make sure you guys get in your inbox. So I love you guys. It is a good day to have a good day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, friends.